Hi, it's good to be with you. I finally received my tortilla press from Amazon. Ordered it 3 weeks ago. Finally got it. Wasn't sure I was going to get it. Apparently it's not an essential piece of equipment. Anyway, with it, I can now make fresh corn tortilla, which is the ultimate in simple flatbreads. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you can, give it a try. Okay, the ingredients and the components you need to make a fresh corn tortilla include maseca, which is a very fine corn flour that's been treated with an alkaline to change its pH and make it a little bit of a different texture. I've got 1 cup of that into that stainless steel bowl. You're going to need salt, about 1/4 teaspoon. You're going to need hot water, 3/4 cup. You're going to need a tortilla press. And with that tortilla press, what I've done is taken a quart Ziploc bag and split it so I have 2 halves. You're going to need a wet paper towel to cover the dough. And you're going to need a plate with some tea towels on them to keep the cooked tortilla warm once they're made. Okay, to go about mixing the dough, we're going to take that 3/4 cup of hot water. We're going to add it to the maseca, which already has the salt in it. And basically with my hand, I'm going to mix this around until it forms a dough. The ultimate texture of the dough that you want, best described as like Play-Doh. And if it's a little bit too dry or a little bit too wet, you can feel free to add a little bit more water or a little bit more maseca. So as I knead the dough together, it cleans up the bowl pretty well. And once I have it in this Play-Doh-like texture, it should not be sticky. I'm going to form it, let it sit in the bowl, and then I'm going to take that wet paper towel and cover it to keep that dough damp while it rests for about 15 minutes. Okay, it's been about 15 or 20 minutes. And what I've gone ahead and done is taken that tortilla dough and portioned it into 3, 5, 7 balls about the size of a walnut. And now we're going to show you how to press that out. I'm taking 1/2 of that quart Ziploc bag, put the dough inside of it, put the other piece on top, give it a little bit of a press, bring the top of the tortilla press down, and then lever it down, bring it up, and there you have the flattened tortilla. The top plastic comes off, and what you're left with is the tortilla on the other piece of plastic. Put it in your hand, gently peel it off, and there's your tortilla. Next thing we're going to do is bring it over to the stove and cook it. Okay, so it's time to cook one of our tortilla. I've got a pan on the stove at a medium-high heat. The pan is seriously preheated. And what I'm going to do is just take that tortilla and put it right in the pan. I'm going to let that go for about 35-45 seconds on one side, and then I'm going to flip it over. And what usually happens is when I flip it over, we start to get some puffing, almost like a pita bread. So let's see what happens. Alright, I'm about to flip this over, and hopefully you can see some color on that tortilla. I'm going to turn the heat up a bit, and let's see if we can watch it puff. There we go. This is going to be about another 30 or so seconds. Hopefully you can see that starting to puff up. It's puffing because of the steam that's being created by the moisture that's in that dough. Sometimes they puff up quite a bit, sometimes just a bit like this. Now I am going to turn this back over to the first side. See a little bit of color there. And now we're getting a little bit more puff. Hopefully you can see that. In any case, that's about all it takes. So this is going to come out onto my warm towel. Cover that up. You can see I had another one underneath it. And there we go. A little bit later today I'm going to cook off a chicken thigh, sear it, slice it, and put it into one of those tortilla with a little bit of sauteed onion, diced jalapeno, a little bit of barbecue sauce, and anything else I can find in the refrigerator that'll make a nice meal. Hope you enjoyed it.